Hi, hello. Welcome to my interview video. A lot of these clips are from the end of November going into December, so all of the more like Christmassy stuff will be in a different video. The time in between Thanksgiving and Christmas was extremely hard to say the least. So a lot of these are just little snippets, little glimpses of my commute or little projects I kept myself busy with. Here's me driving home from work. I don't like driving in the dark, so I was a little annoyed. At this time, there was a lot of drama surrounding, like, just people that I knew. I work in a small coffee shop, so there was a lot of drama between employees, in my personal life, and just in general, just a lot. So I decided to start doing things that used to make me happy, and one of them was recording the sky, the sunsets, the clouds, and I'm so glad I started doing it again. It's been so fun. And here's a clip of me doing my makeup in my car before work. Again, just me doing things that were making me feel happy and just pretty, like making me feel like myself. None of these clips are really like tutorials or anything. It's more just me passing time. But if you guys are interested in a makeup video, maybe I'll try recording them. I don't know. Lately, I've been told that I should try recording my makeup looks because they look so cool or they look so effortless, and I kind of don't really believe people when they say that just because of my thought process when I do my makeup. It's just a lot of me winging it, so I'm like, there's no way this actually looks good enough where people want me to record this. But here I am. This makeup look is basically just a blue smoky eye, and of course a dance break because why not? I've never used this blue eyeshadow. I got it as a little present, and because of my skin tone, a lot of blues don't really show up as they should. So this is just me testing the waters. I was really thinking hard about what colors to use. What if it doesn't show up? How can I fix this? So I was pretty okay with this. I ended up going over it with another color just because I feel like it was washing out my face a bit. But I wear a mask at work, so I wasn't really too worried about that. I just didn't think it was blending too well with the colors that I already had down. Here's me getting a bunch of powder in my eye. I have been complimented on my wing eyeliner, so I decided to record myself doing it in the hopes that it will look nice. I'm actually not upset with it. Sometimes it takes me multiple times to do it, but this was kind of like a one shot, so I appreciate that. I was pretty happy with what I had done so far, so then I just started adding a little accent. This was technically our first snowfall, so I added snowflakes. I threw in just a little bit of some meal prep. I have a guinea pig, so all of the cucumber, well, not all of it, but a good chunk of it went to her, and then I put in some seasoning. I'm making salmon and chicken, what is it called, cucumber boats or something like that. Here's what I have in it. And then I also made some chicken and spinach casserole. Here's just me trying my best to cut them all even. If you've made it this far, what was something during the holidays you were really looking forward to? Put it down in the comments below. Here's me doing some date night makeup. My boyfriend decided to surprise me He was like, go crazy, because he knows I like doing makeup. I didn't end up using the colors exactly. I kind of just really wanted something red and smoky, so that's kind of what I went with. Oh, also, this is my first time trying to do a full face of makeup since like 2016. I started doing my makeup just in general for my prom and my boyfriend's prom, and I haven't really done like a full face or like all of the components other than just my eyes and eyebrows in years. So this is me trying to dive back into it. If you have any tips on concealers, I'm not even sure if this is the right shade. Here's me priming my eyelids with the same shade of concealer. It wasn't my favorite. I do have a thicker concealer that I use to prime my eyes, but it got the job done. So here's me trying to do my best to intimidate my eyes. One thing that I was very excited for the holidays was I am my family's designated baker. So I am in charge of baking for 2 households, my household and my boyfriend's household, during the holidays. So there was a lot of really warm, homey smells filling my kitchen, and that's something I always look forward to. Baking and cooking just always make me feel so happy. I don't know what it is, but it's something about offering food or things people can eat and enjoy that just makes me happy. I love hospitality, so any chance I can get of filling someone else's belly, I am all for. I would go even as far as to say that maybe the reason why I even joined food service and being a barista is to show hospitality and make things that people will genuinely enjoy and maybe even take pictures of or come back and just become regulars. Like that really has a special warm spot in my heart. But back to makeup. At this point, I wasn't really too happy with this mild reddish color that I was using. So I dipped into my Juvia's Place blush and I used that red. I've used this multiple times on my lid and it is such a nice warm red that it looks great on the face anywhere it is. Here's me smoking it out a bit. And at this point you can kind of see like where I'm going with this. It's kind of just a simple red, not a cut crease. See, I don't even know the terminology, but just like a red smoky eye, with like very light shimmer. Because of the formula being one of a blush, which is really loose, and then this compact black, I spent a lot of time blending. Like a lot of time blending and building and going back over it, which is very repetitive. At this point, I don't remember what song I was listening to, but I was really feeling it. Here's me lightly cutting the crease just so that the front part is more like prominent. One thing I wish I had changed was I wish I had used a different nude color for the inner corner, because it just kind of blends in with the base that I use to blend like the beginning part of my eye makeup. Like at this angle you can kind of see what I mean. Like, it's still lighter than what I have on my brow bone, but I feel like I could have gone just a little lighter. More blending and building. A lot of the red really disappeared. So here's me just placing it back and just making it a little brighter. And here's that close-up of me doing my eyeliner. I swear every time I do my eyeliner, it's a different placement. So this is definitely not the same wing look that I had when I was in my car. Yeah, I'm not the best at making it consistent. But it looks good and I'm happy with it, and for the most part it's straight, so that's all that matters to me. At this point I wasn't too happy with my left eye, so it was just kind of whatever at that point, but I do like the overall look, so fine by me. This is a new foundation that I'm using. It's the, oh my god, what is it called? KVG. Like, it was Kat Von D's old brand that she ended up having to sell, like, whatever drama. It's the Good Apple Foundation Balm, and oh my god, I love this. My first ever foundation was a Lancome 24-hour light foundation, and this kind of really reminded me of that, but more easy to blend. I definitely recommend this. Here's me trying to use powder. I don't really use powder to set my makeup other than, you know, eyeshadow. So here's me trying to figure out if it even is making a difference. Looking back, it kind of looks like there's a difference. I don't know. Listen, I like makeup, but I don't really do full faces, so this is just me experimenting. Oh, also, my boyfriend did let me know that this was kind of like a low light dinner, so I didn't do my eyebrows, even though I usually do. I might film like an eyebrow tutorial or something. I don't know. I'm just having ideas. And here's the powder that I was using. And back to blush. This time what it's intended for, not on my eyelid. For me, when it comes to placing my blush, I tend to carry it very close to my eye, almost as if it's a part of my eyeshadow, and then I just keep it really compact in the middle of my face. I feel like I have kind of a long face, so keeping it in these areas kind of makes it more round. So here's me taking more setting powder because I felt like the blush was just a little on the bright side, and I was trying to like bring it down some. And I do still use highlighter. I actually really like the way that it kind of finishes the look, especially when it's a very matte look. I just feel like highlighter, it's just a nice complementary to that and really adds dimension. I know there's a lot of people who don't like it and just really see it as like a early mid 2000s like trash makeup trend, but I enjoy it. So someone told me that I place it kind of interestingly. I place it on my nose again just to bring the focal point to where the blush is sitting, to like add more of the round cute center, and I place it under my eyebrow to emphasize like the tail end of my eyebrow. And right there was just me realizing this brush wasn't doing what I needed it to do. So I just ended up using my finger. I really like the effects that highlighter and using your finger have. And I promise I'm not flipping you off, oh my god. At this point, this is pretty much the final look. I liked it a lot. Here's me with my hair down, just trying to figure out where I want to contour. I don't have anything to contour with other than this really deep, dark purple blush. I've always kind of liked how it looks, but I think with this full face, the shade of purple just wasn't really cutting it. It looks better on my regular skin. I wasn't really happy with this. And just how it was laying on my face. I feel like it looked really blotchy. But then I go to do it on my left side and I loved it. So at that point, this is just me just trying to figure out my angles because I do really like the way that looks. Like I love it. That's what I want, right? Here's me with my hair down, just trying to figure out if I really like the placement or not. It was fine. Here is like the second part of the date. After we had dinner, we went to the plateau. And it was just so pretty. And you get to see like the city skyline, and it was just really good. I really appreciate them for taking me in. Oh man, here is a clip of me being angry in my car. Again, there's just a lot of personal things going on that I just wasn't happy at this time. And then here's it clicking that I'm crocheting like I'm knitting. And it made me laugh, so I wasn't too hard on myself, but it was like, what the hell? But you know, it's all a learning experience, and here's me redoing it like you're actually supposed to. Here's a couple of days later. Again, I'm still a little upset, so it's on my face, but here's me going back to knitting. I'm starting a new project. I've never knitted a sweater before, so I was doing a knit one for one, and it's just becoming so confusing, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it gets so confusing. So if anyone has like tips or tricks to like keep the yarn from twisting, or I don't even know what's going on here. It doesn't look like a cable stitch, but that's what it's supposed to be. At this point, people were kind of staring at me in my car, so I just went into it. Here's me at a really cool cafe that it's probably my new favorite place. It really helped me ground myself. I was still making mistakes, but I wasn't being so hard on myself. And this was really fun. I feel like I was getting a groove, even though it still wasn't looking right. My goal is to just have something completed, you know? And here's me dropping you guys. So sorry. Please don't cry. And here's the last of some meal prep that I did. I pan fried some tofu. Here's me kind of prepping it. I only ever use this brand of firm tofu. I like it a lot. No complaints. And this is how I press my tofu. I use a cast iron skillet and I put like some cans on top to help really get it all out. And here's my little helper, and we'll see you next time.